Come Saturday night, you'll have 96,000 fans watching. How do you plan on keeping that momentum going and securing the win so it can keep on coming?
This is what I've been in boxing for all these years. So 14 years I've been in boxing, so I need to...
Are you aware that this would be one of the biggest upsets in boxing?
Definitely.
Just gone 10 rounds, Shakur Stevenson on 4 days' notice. Obviously not the result you wanted, but I think you won a lot of fans out there. Just sum up to me the sort of feeling, how you're feeling right now.
Yeah, I feel good, man. Could see there were levels in there, and obviously the conditioning wasn't quite there from me, and the body shots were taken out of me. But now, tried my hardest. Didn't come up on tonight on 4 days' notice, unfortunately, but I'll be back. Yeah. Obviously, it's hard to accept a defeat from a fighter. I haven't lost since amateurs now, so. Bit shit, but I'll be back. I'll hold my head high that I've done the best I could, so no regrets.
Shakur Stevenson versus Josh Padley. The fight that has everyone talking. Shakur Stevenson is stepping into the ring against late replacement Josh Padley, and the boxing world is buzzing with questions. Is this fight a complete mismatch? Could Padley pull off an unthinkable upset? And what do the biggest names in boxing have to say about it?
Regular fight fans, they have no clue who the hell Josh Padley is, and the fact that he beat Mark Chamberlain, they're not gonna care at all. That means absolutely nothing to them. But
this fight was supposed to be a high-stakes showdown, but after Stevenson's original opponent dropped out, many see this as nothing more than a routine victory for Shakur. However, not everyone agrees. Some fighters believe Padley's unpredictability could make things more interesting than expected. Let's break it all down. Keyshawn Davis says it's too easy. Stevenson's closest friends and fellow Olympians, Keyshawn Davis, sees no surprises coming in this fight.
Champ! For that work, champ! Take y'all!
People think this is just a last-minute fight for Shakur, but trust me, this is another chance for him to showcase how levels exist in this sport. Gervonta Davis believes Shakur is already far beyond most lightweights, and that Padley is not a real challenge. He referenced how Stevenson completely shut down Edwin de los Santos, making him hesitant for 12 rounds. Shakur is going to make this look like a sparring session. People underestimate how hard it is to fight someone like him. It's not just defense, it's how he controls the fight from start to finish. Davis isn't alone in this belief. Many top fighters see no possible way that Padley pulls off an upset. Teofimo Lopez speaks on the fight. Does Padley have a chance? Teofimo Lopez, a former unified lightweight champion, had a different take. Lopez has been vocal about not wanting to fight Stevenson anytime soon.
Teofimo Lopez, another easy fight. The problem with him is he's too delusional to go in the gym and fix his mistakes. So I can't say it all. Like I said, I'm gonna make that fight.
But he also doesn't believe Padley is the guy to beat him either. Still, he reminded fans that in boxing, anything can happen. If anyone knows what it's like to be written off before a fight, it's me. Look what I did to Lomachenko. People laughed when I said I'd win, but I shocked the world. If Padley comes in fearless and lets his hands go, you never know.
There to step in and fight, so he hasn't fought anybody I really know that's notable. So Shakur probably still won't stop this guy. We probably still gonna see a boring fight, two guys who can't punch. So,
Lopez's point is valid. Boxing history is full of shocking upsets. But the real question is, does Padley have the skills to even make this competitive? Devin Haney's breakdown. A boring fight? Stevenson's longtime rival, Devin Haney, gave his opinion on the fight as well. Haney doesn't believe this fight will be interesting at all. He expects an easy 12-round decision win for Shakur. Shakur isn't the type to rush for a finish. He's too calculated for that. He'll use his footwork, his counterpunching, and his defensive IQ to neutralize Padley. Haney, who has also been criticized for his lack of knockouts, understands Stevenson's style better than most. He believes Shakur will play it safe rather than going for a highlight reel stoppage. Padley might try to make it rough, but that only works if the other guy allows it. Shakur controls the pace too well for that. Haney's prediction: a clean, clinical, unanimous decision. But is there any possibility this fight goes differently? Fighters warn against late replacements. The danger of nothing to lose. Jose Valenzuela had a slightly different take. While he isn't predicting an upset, he warned against taking Padley lightly. Fighters who step in last minute often have nothing to lose, and sometimes that makes them more dangerous than someone who's been preparing for months. Valenzuela pointed out that late replacements have caused major upsets in the past. I don't care who you are if you're not 100% locked in. A hungry fighter can make your night hell. Could Padley be one of those fighters? It's unlikely, but as Valenzuela said, Shakur should win, yeah. But if Padley starts throwing wild and unorthodox moves, we might see him force some uncomfortable moments. Ryan Garcia's prediction: the mental pressure on Shakur. Ryan Garcia, who has had plenty to say about Stevenson in the past, focused on the psychological aspect of the fight. He believes that expectations are what make this fight dangerous for Stevenson. This is supposed to be an easy fight for Shakur, right? That's exactly what makes it dangerous. Garcia explained that when a fighter is expected to completely dominate, that creates its own kind of pressure. What if Padley doesn't fold? What if he makes it ugly? Shakur's been getting a lot of criticism lately. What if he starts second-guessing himself? Garcia isn't predicting an upset, but he doesn't think this fight will be as smooth as people expect. The biggest factor: does Padley's training camp matter? Floyd Schofield kept it simple. This fight is about one thing: preparation. There's no replacement for a full training camp. Fighters at Shakur's level don't lose fights like these because preparation is everything in boxing. Schofield explained that the biggest disadvantage Padley has is that he stepped in late. There's a reason top fighters get 8 to 12 weeks to prepare. Padley hasn't had that. He hasn't had time to sharpen up to get his body right for 12 rounds. At this level, that's going to show real quick. For Schofield, raw aggression won't be enough. He expects a completely one-sided fight.